Ye old sea scorpion. Nailed it. We actually go so fast. I feel like we're a speedboat. We're going so fast in this fishing boat. We've got to be breaking several laws. At least. Okay. Ready to see the scientist turn into a demon? Or a Cthulhu monster? There we go. With shocking speed, he rushes towards the table, grabbing at the corpses. Yep. The shape that bursts through the blackboard barely resembles the scientist, no longer meek and cowed, now a frightening visage of stretched skin and sharp teeth. With a sickening crunch, he bites down into the sea scorpion carcass, black liquid dripping from his mouth. His terrible head snaps up and locks eyes with yours. A feral cry rises from his lungs, forming an accusatory scream with freshly born claws pointed in your direction. With limbs overcome by frantic spasms, he stumbles toward the nearest window, slowly at first, then arriving at considerable speed. The aberrated form of the scientist crashes through the glass, diving out beyond the deck of the platform, down, hitting the water, then disappearing into the deep. Well, that was a thing. That was certainly a thing. Okay, so that's all the quests for the rig, unless there's some here that we're not aware of. But I don't know how we would get those. Okay. I think we are ready for the second DLC. Let's double check. Okay, we have no repairs to make. We could get rid of this. That would give us some more space, but let's wait until we see what's going on in the second DLC. I have a feeling we're gonna have some new rod that allows us to ice fish. Okay, let's sell these fish. We'll teleport and we'll start hoofing it there. Here we go. Poof. Okay. Straight south. We're headed right to that giant mountain in the background there. Was that fire always lit? Hold up. You undock next to an old rowboat. Somebody is here. He's hunched over by the campfire, muttering to himself. You cautiously approach. Yeah, we visited this before, and there was no one here. There was the strange writing in the sand here, but the fire was put out. The old mayor. Did you throw it back? What? The book. I think you've mistaken me for someone else. I'm not seeing things. It's really you, isn't it? Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire. It was him and his damned wife. They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out. Right through the boat. Boom. So that must be in reference to the couple that we got all the notes about. I still think the collector is the guy, and the wife got sacrificed somehow. The man makes crude explosion noises and motions wide with his hands, still talking to the fire as though pantomiming a story to a child. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we wouldn't be needing it soon, and then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on the shore, and him, still clutching that book. Yeah, it's totally the collector. Throw it back, we cried as the fog rolled ashore. We thought surely it can still be undone. What book? Silver and Crimson. Yep. The book covered in her blood. Oh. The husband sacrificed the wife. Oh boy. You're not making any sense. Even though he is. Throw it back. The man closes his eyes tight as he holds back tears. His voice falls to a whisper. Please, the lighthouse keeper. She saw. She knows where it came from and where it needs to go. Tell me more about this book. Silver and crimson. Silver and crimson. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. What do you know about the fog? It cloaks that calamitous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it? What does the lighthouse keeper have to do with this? She saw it all that ruinous day. Ask her. Beg her. Tell her I... He trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. Bro. Damn. Okay. Well, we'll add that to the list of things to do. We'll have to go talk to the lighthouse keeper. See a town down here. We'll head for that first. I definitely don't feel like our light is as strong as it used to be, but maybe it is. Traveling merchant. Down here to investigate the ice field too. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've gotten some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Yep. We kind of figured that was going to be the case. Barbed ice rod. 19% fishing speed. Woof. Glacial lance. Okay, well we're most likely going to go for this because then we don't have to change anything about our setup. There's a new trawl net, okay. Wonder if we're going to need explosives. Let's grab some just in case. Okay. Any new research open up? No. And nothing here. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab a crab pot. You know, we're going to need to catch a crab or two. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's buy this and equip it. Okay. Let's see what this work site is. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets and the lining of the metal around the bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? Probably, but let me see. She trudges outside again and paces around out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. Of course. An icebreaker needs specially tempered, angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere. Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, hint hint. To build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, that makes me think we probably will not need explosives. Alright, let's go ahead and rest, and I guess we'll start exploring this area afterwards. Alright. Let's see what's what. Our big old butt around here. Yeah, so I'm guessing that is what we need the breaker for. We just push that stuff out of the way. An ice fish. Well, guessing an American named that. A fractaline ice fish. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. Ugh. An astral ice fish. Constellations of light dance through its body, stitching fin to flesh and spine to bone. Cool. A toothfish. Okay. As one of the largest fish inhabiting sub-zero waters, this voracious predator fills the same ecological niche that sharks do. Oh, interesting. Okay. Very cool. I see a boat. Some more ice fish? Yeah. Grab a couple. Okay. The photographer? What is she doing here? Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet there to entice it, but it didn't have enough to hold its attention for long. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Lucky for you, lady. We have a bunch of these delightful little ice fish. And a toothfish. That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Waiting. Waiting. Shh. I think I hear something under the ice. Yo, that thing's horn is glowing. That isn't... That looked like something out of Borderlands. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. Yeah, thanks. We just fed it, so... That's, way to go there, I guess. I wonder if there's another place I can dock. Oh. Looks like it. I'm guessing that thing is the predator of this area. Is that a person frozen in ice? Or a mermaid? A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin standing still. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. Okay. Let's go to the storage. Let's stash this thing. Okay. Put those there. Frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. Hey, nice. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 30th of May, 1847. So we're in the 1920-something, late 20s, I believe. So this is 80 years prior to current date, I believe. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Okay. 1st of June, 1847. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure to keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Oh boy. The 5th of June, 1847. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge in these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and of eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. What? I am loving the I guess you want to call it story. The story is awesome. Even though we're not really getting answers, it's fantastic. I love this stuff. Alright, let's check out this ice shard. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. That kind of looks like the scientist that just jumped overboard of the rig. Place an ear to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain, the expedition. Chart the ice field. Appeared suddenly through the ice. What happened? It whispered, promised. Stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices, for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees. Forever. Futile. The shadow is silent for a time. Slumbering still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. Break the ice. Do not risk breaking. It senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope. We need to find some sort of excuse me, chat. We need to find some sort of a pick. I don't know what that is. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how that guy's still alive after 80 years. Ice pick? Yes. Probably. Okay, so we have a map now, which is cool. Hey, look at that. Okay. Let's go over here. A little concerned about this narwhal. Like demon narwhal. Okay, we can't get to that yet. Can we get anywhere yet? It's down here. Leaving fish here. Oh man. Okay, so the only way to break it is with fish. Wow. Okay. Let's rest. This is gonna get complicated real fast. Okay. Let's fish up some fish. We know we need like 8 for each section that needs to be broken open. What is that? A thawed ice fish. Globs of flesh drip from this fish. Its departure from the icy waters causing an instant, irreversible reaction. Ew. Grody. Okay, I think we got enough to open up one of the sections. Let's go this way. I think we're gonna have to fish. I mean, as soon as we see a spot to fish, we just fish and grab stuff. I tried putting the crab pot down too. We put, yeah, 328 feet. Whoa. That's definitely the deepest we've ever placed a crab pot. I think that's the deepest I've seen. Where are we on this map? So there should be a section we can break open just ahead. Okay. There's some materials. What's this? Is this a dwarf shark? Goblin shark. That's what I meant. I know my sharks. Shh. Hi, Shry. How's it going, buddy? Feed the narwhal. No more fish will fit on the pile. I'm sorry, but I don't think narwhals have, like, the front claws of a bear. Unless I'm mistaken. Is that a thing? They have bear claws? Arms, even? That's a big claw. Like a big claw. They could, you don't know for sure. It's true. It's true. I've only seen pictures, and, you know, pictures can be modified, so. Things are mutating. And there's a giant... What do you bet the creature under the ice is just a giant narwhal? It's like the narwhal mom. Because that claw looks a lot like the narwhal claw. So what we got? So this is another frozen person. Somehow made it back here. And became a popsicle. You dock against the small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long abandoned camp litter the ice.